Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time with us, my name is Alex. I'm the Hawaiian guy here to help you new investors build a stronger and safer portfolio. Typically in this channel, we like to talk about stocks that you purchase, you put in your portfolio for the next 10, perhaps 20 years, and you leave it there until you reach that point where you built a financial freedom. Also, we do time to time talk about speculative stocks. Those are the stocks that you might only allocate maybe 1 to 3% of your portfolio. You don't have a super strong conviction in those speculative stocks, but you kind of hope that will do well. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, from time to time, we do delve into some of those perhaps stocks that you might want to trim back a bit on your portfolio. Today, I'm going to focus it on 5 chip fab companies that you definitely might want to take a look at. They perhaps might do well in the coming years. All right, guys, let's get into today's video. All right, guys, let's hop right into the video. Today, I want to talk about 5 semi-fab companies and why I think they might be worth keeping on your radar for a possible buy in the future. Now, before I get into the 5 stocks, I want to give you a couple minutes of kind of background information why I think these particular semiconductor companies are poised to do well. And to begin with, if you look around your house, I guarantee whatever device you're watching this video on has how many semiconductors within that device. I don't even know, but there's a lot perhaps. And everything within your household, I guarantee you anything digital or electronic in your house that's produced in the last 10 years or so probably has a semiconductor in it. This is definitely a business that is poised to do well. The first reason why I think they're really poised to do well is there's a shortage of semiconductors out there in the market. You have a lot of companies out there that need to purchase semiconductors, but they're just not available because the companies just simply don't have enough. The demand is high and the supply is low. So that's always a great thing when you think about investing in a company. You have a lot of individuals wanting to purchase this stock, but you don't have a lot of stock available. That's just gonna bump up the price. The number 2 thing that I really like about the semiconductor fabrication industry right now is that particularly in the US government is actually getting involved in offering these type of companies subsidies in the form of tax breaks. And if you look at areas like Texas or maybe upstate New York, you see that these semiconductor companies are getting some really great tax breaks to ramp up their supply and produce more semiconductors. So you have high demand and government backing offering some great tax breaks. You see some phenomenal profit margin on the future. I mean, come on guys, let's put our cards on the table here. I think these chip fabrication companies, they want to run capacity utilization as high as they possibly can. I don't think they want to have unutilized supply depreciating around their factory floor. These guys are in it to make money, but producing semiconductors and not having enough individuals out there to purchase these semiconductors or the product is quite expensive. That being said, I've already said that there is a short supply of semiconductors and there's a lot of demand to purchase them. And you got the US market, the US government backing these companies, offering some amazing tax break and subsidies to these companies. I think that is a recipe for some huge, strong profit margins for these companies. However, I know that there are some individuals who've been trading for a couple of decades and perhaps maybe some of the older individuals, and if you're in your 50s or 60s, you're probably not watching this video, but a lot of the older investors might see semiconductors as simply some microchip that goes into a computer, and they don't actually realize what semiconductors actually go into nowadays. And I think a lot of people just kind of forget or don't think about that you get semiconductors in home entertainment systems, garage doors, smoke alarms, of course, computer and computer type devices, cameras, automobiles. I mean, think about any car produced maybe after 2010. I guarantee you have some semiconductors within that vehicle, either running the speedometer or something on the dashboard or the gas gauge. Any vehicle probably produced after 2010 has some type of semiconductors in that automobile. Perhaps your microwave, your smoke alarm, your television, your DVD-R, I don't know. Semiconductors are in everything nowadays, but there was a lot of volatility in semiconductors back in maybe the 80s and 90s because they were particularly more focused towards computers. But nowadays, everything is digital. Even if I went to one of my buddy, he has a farm here in Langley, and he had I don't remember the name of, like, a huge tractor to kind of do I think it was blueberries or some type of agriculture. He was actually planting or mowing. Hey guys, I'm not a farmer. I don't know the technical word. Sorry about that. And I asked him, can I hop into the cab of this kind of huge tractor? And when I got into it, I mean, it was like George Jetson, kind of really digital. It was super cool. And I never thought of a tractor having computer technology in it. I always kind of pictured the Fred Flintstone kind of doing the levers and kind of, okay, sorry. That was my image of what like a farming tractor was. But this thing was completely digitized out. And for me as an investor, I'm getting into this tractor thinking, holy crap, there's a lot of technology in this thing. And my buddy is thinking, this is a great tractor to do whatever he needs on the farm. But that's how I tend to look at semiconductors. Even when you go to farming, one of the most basic kind of industries that we have that's been around for thousands of years, even farming has that a need for semiconductor chips. Hey guys, if you like what you hear so far, do me a favor, become part of the family, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, help the channel grow. It's always appreciated. All right, let's get into my top 5 picks for semiconductor companies you might want to keep on your radar. Before I tell you my companies, I do want to give a small disclaimer. By no means am I telling you guys to go out and buy these semiconductor companies that you're going to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. These are companies that you might want to keep on your radar, a little food for thought that companies are poised to do well in the future. But before you spend your hard-earned money, do your due diligence and make sure these companies are right for you. That being said, my first company that I want to tell you about, I'm sure anybody who's been in the market for a while is very familiar with this first semiconductor company, and it is Qualcomm. Ticker is QCOM. This morning they were trading about $138.80. This is a phenomenal company at a great price right now. And on top of that, they are a dividend-paying company, dividend-paying stock. Dividend yield about 2.93, paying $2.48 per share annually. Qualcomm, really great company to keep on a lookout. The second one, this is not a US stock, but it doesn't matter. It's a phenomenal company. This is Taiwan Semiconductor. Ticker is TSM. This morning they were trading about $116.74. Again, this is a dividend paying stock. Dividend yield about 1.16, paying about $1.41 per share annually. Taiwan Semiconductors, anybody who's been in the stock market for a while, you know that Taiwan Semiconductor and Qualcomm are two phenomenal companies to kind of keep on your radar. The third company I want to talk about, this one I've actually had in my portfolio for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now. This is one of those companies I'm not getting rid of anytime soon. Their innovations, their management team, the way that they look at the business, I really like this company. Texas Instrument, ticker is TXN. This morning trading about $180.51. Dividend paying stock with a really great dividend yield about 2.24 or $4.08 per share annually. Texas Instrument is a phenomenal company to purchase, keep in your portfolio the next 10, 20 years. You will not be disappointed. And to boot, it is a really great dividend paying stock. The number 4 company is more towards the semiconductor sector, and it is not a dividend paying stock, but it is still a really great company at a fair price right now. And it's Ciena Corp. They are not dividend payers, but they're trading this morning at $50.47. Ticker CIN or CIEN. This is another great one to kind of keep on your radar. They're trading a very fair price this morning. Again, $50.47, but they are not a dividend paying stock, but still a great stock to keep on your radar. And the last stock I want to tell you about, this one is a little bit on the pricey side, but again, I only research awesome companies at fair price. And this company is definitely an awesome company at a fair price. On a little bit of the expensive side, but it is still a great fair price. And the company I'm talking about is Broadcom, ticker AVGO. This morning they were trading about $456.20. I know It's steep, but they are a dividend paying stock, a dividend yield of about 3.14%, paying about $14.40 per share annually. This is a phenomenal company. I know it's a little bit on the steep side at $456, but as your portfolio grows and you're able to invest in these larger type stocks like this, I think that Broadcom is a phenomenal semiconductor company to keep on your radar. Again, folks, if you like the info you heard today, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It really does help the channel grow. And until I see you next time, aloha.